Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr back at the Alamodome in San Antonio, getting set for the Spurs and the Chicago Bulls. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Coach Phil Jackson. Luke Longley still down with that sore knee. Tony Kukoc has played well over the last 11 starts. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman up front complement Kukoc in that front court. Now for the backcourt, the familiar tandem of Harper and Jordan. And their pressure on the ball will be key tonight, as San Antonio is a very good low-post team, and stopping the entry pass will be very important. Jordan, against San Antonio, does pretty good numbers in his career. For the San Antonio Spurs, this is one of the tallest front lines you'll see. Duncan, Robinson, and they've listed Will Perdue starting in that line. It'll be interesting to see if that does come about tonight. Duncan, in his last 5 games, has shot the ball very well. The backcourt, Avery Johnson returns after missing 2 games with a sore hip. Vinny Del Negro, over the last 5 games, 43% shooting. Of the 2 guards, the one you want to stay with as far as a perimeter shot is concerned would be Del Negro. Johnson, not much of a shooter. Greg Popovich is the head coach here at San Antonio in his 2nd season. He is 60 and 67. He is the head coach and general manager of this team. Phil Jackson, 529 and 190 at the helm of the Bulls. They've won 12 of 14 since the All-Star break, but come off a 104-97 loss at Dallas. Dan Rowan is with us courtside tonight. Dan, what do you have?
Well, Wayne, we've talked so much about Tim Duncan already, but he is quite a story this year in the NBA. There's no doubt about that. And the mark of a truly great player is a guy who can come in and get better and better as the season progresses. And that's exactly what we've seen from this guy, even though he's only a rookie. Look at that. His points per game from November to December, January, and February, skyrocketing on the way up. He's been Rookie of the Month every month so far in the NBA. And I don't know for sure, but I think he's going to be the Rookie of the Year when it's all said and done.
I think he's got a leg up on the competition. You know, Johnny, you brought up a great point about him. Mature for a rookie. Well, you know why? Because he spent 4 years in college. Not like some of these guys coming out after their sophomore and junior years. This kid stayed 4 years, and it really helped him.
Well, it was pointed out also Keith Van Horn did the same thing, and they're the top 2 rookies this year. You know, handled himself very well.
Tim Duncan, there's the series notes. The Bulls have always had problems here at the Alamodome, but they have overall against San Antonio won the last 5 games in this series. Michael Jordan and company ready to go. Again, it'll be Harper and Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and Kukoc. And for San Antonio, Chuck Person, not Will Perdue, gets the start up front. For the Spurs, I didn't think they'd start Will Perdue because how could they match up with Scottie Pippen? Bernie Fryer, Joe Borgia, and Nolan Fine are the officials, and we're underway. The Spurs in the home white. Johnson and Del Negro, the backcourt tandem for San Antonio. Duncan, Robinson, and the rifleman up front, Chuck Person. Duncan against Rodman. Rebound, Tony Kukoc. He pushed the Admiral out of the way on that one.
Well, what they wanted to do was go right to Tim Duncan on Dennis Rodman and see if they could pick a foul up. Everybody stayed to the left side on that.
Rodman guarded by Robinson. Those two have a long history. Here's Tony Kukoc, turns it over to Dennis. And the rebound picked away by Duncan. Avery Johnson on the push. Del Negro, the catch and shoot jumper. That's what he does best. On the break, on the wing, catch, stop, shoot.
And if he gets off early like that, it's very difficult to stop. Sometimes he can't find his game.
Bulls spread the floor. Kukoc on the block. Jordan out front. Scottie Pippen comes high, gives it up to Tony. Steps away. Avery Johnson got a piece of it. Kukoc to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael had it halfway down. Tony lost the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Going to belong to Chicago. No, they're going to call. Are they calling for a jump ball? No, they're saying no, Chicago ball.
Tony tentative there on. Actually got the shot blocked.
Looked like the Bulls made a pass too many in that sequence. Harper, crisp ball movement to Pippen. Scottie on the drive.
Stay here on the foul.
Bernie Fryer with the call, and the foul's on Del Negro. It's his first. John, San Antonio is a team that would, if they make substitutions, especially on the front line, chances are they're going to get bigger with a Will Perdue coming into the lineup. And I imagine the Bulls will be able to play some of their big men. Joe Klein, we're going to see Wennington a little bit here tonight. Michael off the mark there. Tony on the tip. Nicely done. Last two games, Kukoc played pretty well.
The one thing you've got going for you is that Robinson rarely blocks out, neither does Duncan. They go for the ball. So if you that was a foul, and they will not let it continue. Tony reached in. So they go down the first time to Duncan. Then they go on a fast break, and Del Negro hits the shot. Then they come back slow again, and they go down to David Robinson. They will take turns, high-low.
And both big men are pretty good passers out of the post as well. Duncan, quick look to the baseline. As I said, both big men are pretty good passers. He throws it away. Duncan maintains one of the Bulls tipped it, but
2 referees out of the 3 say no, and Bernie Fryer doesn't say anything, so here we come.
2 out of 3 is a majority.
Yep.
Kukoc from the outside, off the mark. Dennis the rebound. That's 22 rebounds in the game at Chicago. Rodman lost it off his foot. Johnson returns the favor in kind.
This is a difficult building to shoot in. No background at all. Now they've got the curtain on that one side, which gives you a blue background, but there's so much space here. It looks like the baskets are just hanging out in front.
Scottie Pippen for 3. Bulls start out cold, and that ball was tipped by Robinson off the backboard standard. It'll belong to Chicago. A cold start, 1 for 8 from the floor. San Antonio just 2 shots so far. Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. Jordan had to arc that shot a little bit more than he wanted to. Michael able to save and tightrope the baseline.
So they're doubling Michael pretty good and covering up the 3-point shooter on that side, who has been Pippen. There's a nice look at it by Michael. Nope.
Again off the side of the rim. Rodman working the boards down low. Kukoc gets an open look, tries the bank, and it won't go. Johnson gets by Jordan. Del Negro resets the floor. Almost 3 minutes gone by in this, the first quarter.
Let's get over the top.
Duncan. An air ball.
Yep.
Scottie Pippen back the other way.
Both teams having a tough time shooting here. Pip with the 3.
Bring it up.
Bring it home one time.
Five to 2 Bulls on top. Robinson. Avery Johnson down low. Able to circle around Duncan to the right hand of the hook, and Rodman controls the board. Bulls have scored 5 of the first 7 points in the game. 1-on-1 inside on Del Negro. That time they did not double John, and Michael took advantage of it. A good start for the Bulls in terms of the score. They haven't shot particularly well, but they lead 7-2. Spurs space the floor. Johnson to Robinson up high. There's the high-low pass down to the rookie, and it's deflected away. Off the turnover, Scottie Pippen. Again, a pull-up for 3.
Another 3, and they want a timeout.
Scottie Pippen with a pair of trays in the early going gives the Bulls a 10-2 lead over the San Antonio Spurs with 7:49 left to go. In this, the first quarter from the Alamodome.
Tell me when you do, because I've got to...
Do you think you're getting the best shave? Take the Sensor XL Challenge. We bet you can't find a closer, safer shave than Sensor XL. No other razor has Sensor XL soft microfins for extra protection and self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Take the Sensor XL Challenge. Once you experience the safest way to the closest shave, we bet you won't go back. Gillette Sensor XL.
When When you ship with Priority Mail, it's a great way to save money. But what about other parts of the world? There's Global Priority Mail. And here's the best part. Give us a few days more, and you can save up to 70% over FedEx or UPS. So, what's your global priority? Try Global Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
We set out to create the first politically correct soft drink. Granola Cola. Made from dolphin-safe waters, with no beans harmed in the curding process. Blending tofu, soy milk, and carbonation, our beverage restores the ozone layer, promotes world peace, and tastes like 100% natural.
Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst.
The Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grant Park. Register before April 17th to get the opportunity to purchase Bulls playoff tickets. A very limited supply of tickets, so don't wait. Call 312-455-4000 now for more information.
Well, the Bulls put on full court pressure after that timeout, forcing Duncan to bring the ball up.
Spurs now settled into their offense. Bulls on a 10-0 run over the last 2 minutes plus. Person with a hanging jumper from deep.
Michael just passed Big Daddy.
All-time leading rebounder in Bulls history, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. In addition to being the all-time leading scorer and the all-time leader in many other categories.
Look up anything you want about the Bulls and you'll find Michael there.
At the top of the list. 7 to go on the shot clock for Scottie Pippen. To the left hand.
Dennis, whoa, didn't quite get it back to the basket.
Robinson to Johnson. 5 minutes gone by first quarter. Tony Gamble, Duncan, Michael Jordan the block.
Listen to this crowd. Michael came out of nowhere to help out. Look at it.
Jordan has it blocked by Duncan.
You know what? One on each end. Michael gets the rookie, and the rookie comes back and gets Michael. These guys are second in the league in blocked shots with almost 8 a game, and here he goes up to shoot it. Michael says no. They just showed it again on the big screen.
Jordan pass out Pippen for the spot up for 2. Pippen with 8 points. Scottie had 18 at Dallas, but it was just 8 of 25 from the field in that game. Robinson. David Robinson's first from the field. And the Bulls' lead is 8. Kukoc. Harper right back to Tony on the drop. Kukoc to the right hand that time. Tony's been averaging 19 points a game over the last couple of ball games. Bulls extend their lead to 10 points once again.
Good job by Tony in front of the Admiral that time, and now the step back. Just don't let him go to his left side.
Del Negro gets it inside to Robinson, who short-armed it, but was fouled by Kukoc.
Tony's second foul. We'll see what happens here if Phil comes with Joe Klein. That's what he did in Chicago.
You know, John, we've talked a lot about, and a lot has been made about the size of the San Antonio Spurs, but here tonight so far with these opening lineups on the floor, it appears to me like the Spurs are struggling a little bit more to match the Bulls than vice versa.
Well, they're big and they're quick, but the Bulls might be a little bit quicker, even at
smaller certainly, but quicker also. And they've gotten some great looks and wide open shots. The early couple of minutes of the game, the Bulls shot poorly, but have picked it up considerably since, and as a result, don't join an 8-point lead. Pippen. Here's Kukoc. Michael Jordan right back to Tony. Scottie for 3 again. Just a bit short. Rodman bangs away out. Can't control it.
Dennis up and gets a great hand from this crowd here with the acrobatic almost rebound. And I'll tell you what, if we kept attempted rebounds like we always kid about, Dennis would lead the world in attempted.
Yeah, he'd be the all-time leader. You're right. Coming up at 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Avery Johnson They've set some isolation. Now Duncan delivers the screen. Johnson off the dribble. Rodman again trying to work the board. Duncan secures. Person for three. Ring it up. The rifleman Chuck Person. He is the one San Antonio Spur that can cause you problems out beyond the arc. Kukoc on the move. Gave it up to Harper. Batted right back to Tony. Up for grabs. Scotty finds the handle. Off the glass. Pippen with 10. 16-9 Chicago. And again, the Spurs set the floor. Johnson to Robinson. Pippen the rebound. Dennis wanted a foul on Duncan that time. The rookie was over the back. Bulls will run some offense here. Pippen around a screen by Rodman. Michael Jordan
in the hole.
Yes, and a foul.
Yes,
what
sir.
A shot by Jordan off the rebound.
One up, got that rebound, and he was sailing towards the court. He let it go back up. Take a look at this underneath. Now he's got Del Negro. He and Del Negro go at it. Michael now gets underneath, good position. Up he goes, catches, lets it fly.
Man.
Was that Del Negro's foul?
Yes, it was.
The big guy. Okay, that's the second. He leaves, and Jaren Jackson comes in. Will try to put a little pressure on Michael. Vicky Simpkins in the lineup for the Bulls.
Michael with 5, Scottie Pippen with 10. They've teamed up for 15 of the 19 Chicago points, and again the lead is double digits for the Bulls. They've led throughout this first quarter. Ever since San Antonio broke on top 2-0, the Bulls scored 10 straight points and have had the lead since. Duncan, beautiful move.
Nice move.
Gorgeous move by Tim Duncan. He's averaging almost 20 points a game for San Antonio. 3.5 to go in this first quarter. Good spacing by the Bulls on this set. Harper backing Johnson. A little bit strong with that shot. Robinson the rebound. This is Jaren Jackson. The Admiral on the trail.
Pretty good when you can bring a big guy down like that and stop and pull the J on you as being the trailer on the fast break.
These are two of the most athletic 7-footers you'll find. David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Timeout called by the Bulls. So the Spurs start to climb back in it. They're down by 6 after the Bulls had built a double-digit lead. You're watching the Bulls on WGN.
This is my life. I have 5 kids.
Maggie, Katie, Molly, Aaron, and Ryan.
I want to be a lawyer, but there aren't any law schools where I live. So twice a week, after I get the kids off to school, I go to law school in another state. Southwest has lots of flights, so I get back in time to tuck my kids into bed.
Hey, for ingenuity.
My kids take the bus to school. I take the plane.
You are now free to move about the country.
Line up every ATV Honda has ever built, and they would stretch from our factory in Ohio to the deserts of California. But in 28 years, we've never built one like this. The first ATV with ESP, push-button electric shift program, full digital display, and the most powerful engine we've ever put in an ATV. The Honda Foreman ES. We've just added something new to a very long line.
Give up. I can't stop trying to fly. I can't get down.
Hello? Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers, because nothing handles your hunger better.
Oh, hey, little man. You can run inside and tell somebody to get some pie!
Hungry?
Dan Roan back at the Alamodome, and as mentioned, it's another Michael milestone here tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. MJ has become the Bulls' all-time leading rebounder, surpassing former Bulls center Tom Boerwinkle with Scottie Pippen, Jerry Sloan, and Artis Gilmore in the top 5. And with that record, MJ now holds the top 10 career records in Bulls history: points, games, minutes, rebounds, steals, field goals, free throws, attempts on both. What a career.
Do you think anybody will remember him, Dan?
I'm not sure, John.
You know, Michael scored his 25,000th career point here last year. Nice block by Johnson, recovering against Steve Kerr in the corner. Kerr enters the lineup for the Bulls. So the Bulls have Jordan and Kerr at the guard, Simpkins, Pippen, and Rodman up front.
Reggie Geary in the game now. Oh, just took it away from Dickey. Monty Williams.
To Geary. Got a foul on Simpkins. Auspicious start for Simpkins.
Thought Phil might go with Joe Klein.
I did too.
I know right away.
To match the size, but again, David Robinson is a 7-footer, Red, but he plays he doesn't play quite the physical game that you would expect from a 7-footer.
What he did in Chicago against Mourning, when Dennis got his first foul, he moved Joe Klein in and moved Dennis over a little bit.
Reggie Geary makes 1 out of 2 at the line. 19-14, Bulls on top, and here's Scottie Pippen. Under 2.5 to go, first quarter. Jordan in close. Oh, got that on the way down.
Shot it over everybody coming to help, too. Big guys coming to help.
And little hesitation. Everybody went by him, and then Michael able to pop it in. Bulls leading 21-14. Simpkins trying to front Robinson. The Admiral on the right block usually likes to go to his left across the lane. Simpkins played him well that time. On the outside, Reggie Geary. Pippen enters to Jordan. Good catch by Michael in traffic. Scottie at the arc, trying to drive on Williams.
Steve Kerr looking.
Good move around Geary. Steve Kerr for 2. 23-16. Under 1:30 to go, first quarter. Bulls with the lead. Spurs have the ball. Some banging going on. Dickey, Simpkins, and David Robinson. Simpkins' second personal.
First and last 2 minutes. Here comes Wilbert. Will Perdue. Still a householder in Illinois.
Yes, he is. Still paying those Illinois taxes, property taxes.
Robinson sits down. Got 6 points.
Tim Duncan against Dennis Rodman. Michael Jordan tried to double down, a wild shot by Duncan, and it'll belong to San Antonio. Kerr unable to capture in time before it hits the baseline.
Greg Popovich all over him, the official.
Williams on the inbound. Taken away from Jaren Jackson by Michael Jordan. Kerr on the wing, guarded by Geary. Pippen against Monty Williams. Purdue is coming on the double team. The ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulls. Scottie on the inbound. Jordan off the isolation. Purdue comes over to help out. Pass for Dickey Simpkins, stolen away. Geary. Jackson. Will Purdue, the putback would not fall. Rodman rebounds.
Watch it, Scottie.
Steve Kerr out of the corner for 2. 4 for Kerr. Under half a minute to go. About a 2-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Bulls leading 25-16.
Dickey really didn't know what they wanted of him, did he?
No, he didn't. He was confused in that play. Geary's fouled by Jordan. Michael's first.
They hollered to come on out and double team the man, and Dickey, look, you want me to leave Duncan all alone here at the free throw line?
And, you know, obviously got caught in the middle with the hesitation, and Quick pass to...
all right, now keep an eye on the Spurs. They do have a foul to give, so if Michael comes up with it, you almost sure go for that. Reggie Geary, who started in a couple games in place of Avery Johnson, gets his 4th point.
Kukoc and Bushler coming back on, the shooters, for the final seconds of this quarter. 8.6 remaining. Rodman and Dickie Simpkins leave. Reggie Geary with his second of the line. Knocked out of bounds. Could have belonged to Chicago. Last touch by San Antonio. I believe it was Duncan who tipped it out.
All right, let's see where the foul comes.
Pippen ahead to Jordan. Michael, quick turn.
They had to foul a take, and they didn't do it. And bang, Michael hammers you. He's got 9.
Geary, court. And the first quarter comes to a close. Well, a good start for the Bulls. Jordan with 9, Scottie Pippen with 10. The Bulls lead the floor at the end of 1, leading by 10, 27-17. You're watching the Bulls on WGN.
Looking for a little flavor? Foot Locker's got Major League Baseball licensed apparel. Hats, jackets, jerseys, and outrageous new colors. All your favorite teams, all totally interchangeable. So come get a taste at Foot Locker, where it all begins.
You telling me a 9-year-old kid cracked the government super code?
A code has been broken.
Impossible.
A race has begun.
Give him up. Take him back. Did you give your own kid up?
Bruce Willis. Mercury Rising. Rated R. Starts Friday, April 3rd.
Discover timeless styling that goes beyond fashion. Discover superior quality and attention to detail that's backed by more than mere words. Discover the finest cruiser that delivers an extraordinary experience unmatched by any other. Discover yourself on a Royal Star by Yamaha.
I like being in control. With this Dinner-X, I control the cause of my dandruff every day.
Dinner-X Advanced Formulas medicine doesn't just treat the symptoms. It controls a leading cause of dandruff called P.O. Valley.
Now that's serious control.
Dinner-X Advanced Formula.
Write down the Bulls' high score and his point total in tonight's game along with your name, address, and phone and send it to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Back at the Alamodome, George Gervin, the Iceman, was honored here moments ago. Dan Rowan, pick it up.
George, congratulations. A nice little ceremony there between quarters.
Thank you very much. It's always, proud to be honored being a San Antonio Spurs.
Franchise all-time leading scorer, the franchise first Hall of Famer. I know you'd like to be playing tonight, wouldn't you?
Thank you. Yes, I would. Thank you.
Wayne and John, take it away.
George Gervin, former Bull. Remember when Michael broke his foot in that second year, he came over and played for the Bulls.
He still had a few bullets left in that rifle, didn't he?
Oh, he did. I remember he got 40 points in a game at Dallas.
Tony Kukoc's first offering of the second quarter off the mark. Bulls did not shoot particularly well in that first quarter. 7 of 17.
We got some...
Duncan's pass deflected by Pippen, picked off by Bushler.
The Bulls got quite a few players from San Antonio that played with them. Mark Oberding, Dave Corzine, Kobe Dietrich, Artis Gilmore, Gervin, and of course, the best of all, I think, Johnny Paxson.
Yeah. Foul is on Rodman, illegal screen. Let's take a look at tonight's first quarter statistics brought to you by AT&T. It's all within your reach. As I mentioned, the shooting not particularly good. Rebounding edge belonged to the Bulls. Bulls had more shots than did San Antonio, 25-12, twice as many shots. Duncan mishandles inside, picked off by Rodman. Pippen off the mark, and it'll belong to San Antonio. Reggie Geary sets it up. Phil Jackson on the bench. Tim Duncan on the block against Rodman. Duncan's second from the field. He has 4. Kukoc on the go. Bushler able to handle. A different kind of lineup in there for Phil Jackson right now. Three. Bushler is there. Kerr for 3. No.
Boy, I'll tell you what, both Bulls, Scotty and Kerr off to the right on that shot.
Scottie Pippen from the baseline, and the Bulls struggle to the outside of the second quarter. Purdue's rebound gets Jackson on the move. Jaren Jackson for 2. 27-21, the Spurs are back to within 6. And a 20-second timeout called by Phil Jackson. Phil not at all happy with the start for his team. San Antonio off to a 4-0 start to begin the second quarter. On Friday, March 20th, when the Bulls battle the Vancouver Grizzlies, it's Miller Genuine Draft Hat Night. First 10,000 adults, 21 and over, entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr, Dan Rowan. At the Alamodome, take a look at some of the action.
Good move here to the middle, Duncan. A tough shot, but he had a good look at it. Knew he was going to play that off the glass. Had a great angle. Knocked it down, his second hoop. Again, Dennis giving away a lot of inches, and you know, Tony Kukoc likes to start, but part of the bad news is, the good news is starting. The bad news, you got to play against a guy that's taller than you.
Oh, absolutely. But that's happened many times before. Steve Kerr dumps it off to Kukoc. Oh, he should have taken the shot. Yep.
It's only because it was a surprise to Rodman. Rodman was looking to rebound.
The Bulls with Robinson comes back in, as you could see. The Bulls with Kerr, Bushler, Pippen, Kukoc, and Rodman on the floor. A very strange lineup. I don't see that combination very often.
Bulls have not scored in this quarter. Spurs have got a couple baskets.
Del Negro.
Tony is now, well, here Rodman has picked up David.
Forces Robinson to go baseline. Kukoc retrieves. Somebody may have gotten a piece of that shot by Robinson. He missed it badly. Steve Kerr, quick spot up. Short-armed it. Del Negro the rebound. Del Negro, Monty Williams, Purdue, Robinson, and Gary on the floor for San Antonio. Monty Williams over Kukoc. Doug Bushler picks off the rebound. Rebounding has not been a problem for the Bulls here yet tonight, Red.
No, it's amazing that they've still got the lead. They're shooting 34%.
Yep. Bushler.
And it's nothing to do with free throws. Bushy. He gets a favorable bounce.
That one almost came out. There's the rebounding total. They doubled up on San Antonio. Spurs, though, are a very good defensive team. #1 in the league in opponents' field goal percentage. Robinson in close, and Rodman. Pippen over to help. Bushler on a run out. Bulls have numbers. Pippen trying to finish. Del Negro denies him the opportunity. Foul on Vinny Del Negro is his 3rd.
Terrific defensive work, though, down on the Admiral, who is going to go on in by himself. Watch the company he gets. Dennis is right in front of him. Pippen comes over. So now we got a block by Michael, a block by Pippen, and here comes Bushy on a push out. He's going to find his guy, co-captain, on the left side, and Pip goes to the free throw line for a couple.
Pip makes good on his first. He'll have another. Bulls had had their problems in Dallas at the free throw line in the fourth quarter and overtime the other night, hitting just 5 of 11. Bill Wennington on the floor now for the Bulls in place of Tony Kukoc.
Hey, tonight I'm missing Bill Gleason's St. Patrick's Night party here. A little cottage on the slope. I would be having some fun watching you doing this game. But
you're right.
No, I've got to be here.
Well, that's because you're a trooper, Red. You wouldn't think about being at that party if the Bulls are playing.
I may get to the south side one tomorrow.
Yes, I would imagine you'd be there. Bulls by 9. Here's Johnson on the runner off the glass. Purdue trying to rebound, cannot. Loose ball foul coming up against the Bulls.
Well, you know, the Bulls have Dennis Rodman with 15 rebounds. Okay, I mean 15 a game. They've got two rebounders that are doing an outstanding job, and then Will Purdue is the third guy at almost 7 rebounds a game. The Bulls don't have anybody behind Dennis that does it, except they, as a team, out-rebound San Antonio.
Right. Robinson looking to make a move. Jaren Jackson clears the screen. Boy, I tell you know, when he gets it going off screens inside the arc, he's pretty deadly. And he's got it going. Couple from the field here in the second quarter. Jaren Jackson. Jackson has played very well recently. Buechler gets an open look. Nothing but net. Buechler second from the field. The Bulls lead again by 9.
Look at this, the spreading on the floor.
Chuck Personberry's watching in the arc. Jackson looking to enter to Robinson. Jackson for 3 from the outside. Jaren Jackson has come in off the bench to give San Antonio a boost.
Shooting 37%, but you wouldn't know that in his last 3 shots.
No. Or his last couple of games. Wennington against Will Purdue. Wennington right around Purdue. Denied on the jam. No foul.
The whole bench up, everybody looking. You got to come up with a foul on that play. He shoots over everything.
Jaren Jackson, an air ball, and the Bulls back the other way. Pippen to Kerr.
Boy, Wennington, in the bench, everybody thought he had to.
This is Buechler. Wennington with 5 to go on the shot clock. Oh, good look inside. Pippen couldn't finish. Rodman trying to keep it alive. Able to save it.
Another attempted rebound.
Kerr for 3.
Oh, I don't get it. Will doing a great job for them off the boards now.
Johnson to Robinson. He was fouled.
Buechler tried to get in front to pick up the foul, but David Robinson will go to the free throw line after we have this timeout.
Well, an illustration there of how quick David Robinson can get down the floor. The post lane sprint by Robinson. The foul on Buechler when we resume. Robinson will be at the line. 5:57 to go for the half. The Bulls by 6.
8,000 mutual funds. And everybody's looking for a winner. But chasing the latest hot fund won't get you anywhere. To pick a mutual fund, find out how they pick their stocks. At Janus, they pick stocks one at a time. They investigate companies like nobody else and invest in the most promising ones. That's how you get there. Janus no-load mutual funds.
Television's most popular chef is a nice guy. But if you get him mad, you'd better get out of his way. This spring, nice guys finish first. Jackie Chan is Mr. Nice Guy. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 20th.
Back at the Alamodome, Bulls leading by 6. And Johnny Kerr, I'll tell you who's been working hard here tonight. That guy, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman comes up with his 8th rebound. He misses the tip. Now watch the ball as it's going out of bounds. Look at this. What a save. He saves to Scottie Pippen.
There he is, battling the Admiral.
Beautifully done.
Well, you take a look at the rebounding leaders. These are 2 of the top 3 teams in the NBA.
And it's funny, 4 out of the 5 are over the 50% mark. You got Golden State bringing up the rear, but I don't know if they just missed so many shots.
Yeah, that's it. I think that you got it right on the head. They have a lot of rebounds to be had in their games, you know what I mean? David Robinson, the last couple of games. Really, Coach Popovich mentioned that he's starting to round into form. He had missed some time with a sore knee. And the last couple of games, Robinson's starting to come back into form, and they're going to need David Robinson healthy down the stretch going into the playoffs.
Well, they come back now with Duncan. They've got Duncan and Robinson. Dennis gets rebound number 9. Michael back in the game along with Scott Burrell, so the Bulls still have a...
And Ron Harper in also.
Yeah, they still have a guy that can open the game.
Jordan guarded by Jaren Jackson. Double down from Johnson. Michael finds Tony Kukoc for the spot up. Rodman working. Going through Johnson, and a loose ball foul called by Bernie Fryer.
Well,
Phil Jackson not happy with the call.
No.
Neither was Dennis Rodman.
Going for the ball, and you almost have to let guys go after it like this, you know, but they know there's a loose ball foul that can be called, and boy, oh boy.
5.5 to go first half. Johnson trying to penetrate. Bulls are leading by 5.
I'd like to get the 3rd foul on Dennis here in the first half.
Duncan isolated. Burrell rebounds. Here's the lead for Tony Kukoc. Tony!
Looked like Tony was going to dunk it. He's mad that he got fouled. He went in to dunk it, and it ended up going off the glass.
5 minutes straight up to go first half. The Bulls lead is 7 points. Jaren Jackson off the screen by Robinson. Now the entry to David Robinson in the Admiral. Lots of air into that shot. His 3rd field goal. He has 9 points in the game. Kukoc. This is Burrell. Gets a screen from Rodman. Seven to go on the shot clock for Kukoc. Against Duncan. Tony to Burrell. Spot up 3. He's got it off just in time. Duncan there to rebound. Avery Johnson on the run. On the penetration. Robinson the tip.
Now that time Dennis is really upset. He goes at the official, Joe Borgia, and said, didn't he come over the back?
34-31. The Bulls lead is down to 3. Phil Jackson up off the bench pacing. This is Jordan. Rodman. No, they're going to call this foul on Jackson, bumping with Rodman, trying to fight through the Rodman screen. Jaren Jackson's first personal foul, 2nd on the team. Perhaps
Boy, they've only got, what's that, their 3rd?
Phil's been lobbying the officials in recent minutes, along with Dennis Rodman. Maybe that helped get him a call there. 3-point lead, Chicago. Down the stretch in the first half. Under 4 minutes to go first half. Tony. Michael on the block for turnaround. An air ball. Robinson is knocked away by Burrell. Last touch by Robinson.
Bulls ball. Robinson is all over.
He's incensed. David Robinson making his thoughts known to the official Bernie Fryer, who had a great look at that play. Maybe we'll get another look as well. Tony finds Burrell on the backside of the play. Robinson got a piece of it. Burrell stripped of the ball by Robinson. The back tap taken by Avery Johnson. Spurs are down by 3. Johnson. Here's Duncan. High-low to the Admiral, and they got a foul coming up.
Tony really upset. Sam Robinson comes over Dennis on this play of the missed shot. Looked like it, didn't it?
Watch this. This might be a makeup call here. Yeah, it certainly looked like Burrell tipped that out of bounds to me. So
Dickie Simpkins back in now for Tony Kukoc.
So there, folks, you had an example of the makeup call in the NBA. 3:06 left to go this first half. 34-31. Bulls leading the Spurs.
Very low-scoring game.
Two good defensive teams. Robinson, double down from Harper. Person right back to the Admiral. Person for three. Nope. Dickie Simpkins backtaps the rebound. Duncan took it, and Johnson sets it. Avery Johnson with Monty Williams and Chuck Person on the wings, and the big guys inside. Here's Person. Chuck, Connors, Person. With a 5, and it's a 1-point Bulls lead.
Bulls had a 10-point lead coming into this quarter, and now struggling to hang on here. 2:15 left.
Simpkins finds Jordan. Michael with his first field goal of the second quarter has 11 in the game. Bulls by 3. 2 minutes straight up to go first half.
2 minutes.
Robinson backdoor. Beautiful feed from Duncan.
Can't do much about that. That ball was up and away. Beautifully done. There was some pressure on Duncan too, so that pass had to be up.
Jordan fouled by Monty Williams. He'll go to the line. Take a look at this.
Yes, sir.
And it really read it. You don't see it from here, but it's a spin down low by Robinson that makes that play.
Yeah, he spun around the top, and you saw Dickie Simpkins. Now, Simpkins got his hand up pretty good, and here's the spin. All you got to do is look for it. He does. Wow. Catches and deposits.
Well done by the Spurs. It's a 1-point ball game with 1:39 left to go in this first half. Robinson with 13, Jordan with 11, Pippen with 11 leading the way.
It's not hard to play the new Bunny Bucks game from the Illinois Lottery, but it can be hard to pick one.
It's a lottery ticket. Pick one.
Introducing Bunny Bucks.
The new instant game from the Illinois Lottery,
where you can scratch and win up to $5,000.
Bunny Bucks. Got a second? Play this instant.
We think NBA Shootout 98 is the closest thing to actually playing in the NBA. And to prove it, we hooked up with Vin Baker.
Oh, Doug! I'll buy two, baby!
Oh, but you got somebody on your tail, don't you? Oh, look at me. It's still me.
Pressure's on, Big Daddy.
From three-point downtown, and it's good! Yeah! I beat Vin Baker! Bow to the king!
I think you'd really like the game.
PlayStation.
So how's your headache?
Well, it's gone. That was fast.
So the Tylenol I gave you worked, even on your really tough headache.
Tylenol worked great, even on my tough headache.
So you were wrong.
I was wrong.
More than Advil, more than Excedrin. For headaches, doctors recommend extra-strength Tylenol the most.
I like a guy who can admit he's wrong.
I'm wrong a lot.
Hey, fans, you can become part of the Bulls team by joining the Chicago Bulls Fan Club, presented by Blockbuster Video. Call the Bulls at 312-455-4000 or visit any Chicagoland Blockbuster Video location for more information. Well, the Bulls in danger of equaling a dubious distinction. Low points for the season in one quarter. Twice it's been 11 points. They're at 9 right now, but Michael Jeffrey Jordan is at the line.
Well, terrific also is in the last 5 games, the Spurs have turned it over almost 20 times a game. They're 3-2 in those games. Tonight, they've only got 6 turnovers.
3 of those came early in the first quarter, John.
Yep.
Michael with 13 points. 38-35, Bulls pressure in the back.
Scotty.
Pippen tips the inbounds away from Chuck Person, able to recapture as the rifleman, and now the Spurs set it up. Well, that pressure will scramble the offense a little bit, delay them in getting into their set. Now they want to go through the Admiral at some point. Person's pass deflected by Burrell and picked off by Jordan. They were trying to go to the Admiral on the block down low. Now the Bulls space the floor. Under 1:30 to go in the half. Burrell. Got a good look at it. Tip by Jordan. 15 for Michael. Boy, down the stretch in this quarter, Red, he has been on fire. Jordan with all 6 of his points.
They gave that to Simpkins.
They gave it to Simpkins?
Yeah, they both went up and hit it, and I thought that they were going to give it to Michael, too.
Johnson gets baseline, got around Harper. Burrell helps out and knocks it away. Outlet pass stolen by Robinson. Person on the drive, the lead for Robinson. He was pushed on the play. So foul coming up. Thought it was Pippen from behind, and that it was. So they gave Dickie Simpkins the last Bulls field goal.
The turnover on that play. I mean, right next to him, Michael was standing right next to him. He tried to fire it out to Scotty, and Robinson, you'd think you could see him there. He's not, the little guy.
Here's what's on tap for the Bulls, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. To remind you, it's time for a good old macro brew. Tuesday night at Indiana, the Pacers and Bulls. Bullseye at 6:30 p.m. for Chicago area viewers only. Then on Friday, March 20th against Vancouver, game time 7 p.m. right here on the WGN Superstation. So we'll see you next Friday night. Those of you looking in around the country.
He's perfect from that free throw line. 15 points. Steve Kerr in the lineup now. Bulls with a 3-point lead.
Pippen lost his footing. And Jordan. Kerr out front. Scotty thought he got pushed by Jerry Jackson. Now Michael looking to do a number. Dickie Simpkins has it knocked away. Dickie turns with time winding down to the shot clock. Oh boy. Scramble of a set that time for the Bulls. They did not get anything close to the shot they wanted. Now San Antonio has time for one last. Bulls by 3. Robinson going to work. The tip by
We got a 1-point game, 7/10. Pip with a long one.
First half comes to a close. The end of one half in San Antonio. The Bulls at times enjoyed a double-digit lead of 10 points. But they head off at halftime with just a 1-point advantage over the San Antonio Spurs. Stay tuned. Our halftime activities are just ahead. It's the Bulls 40, the Spurs 39.
Dan Roan back at the Alamodome in San Antonio. The Bulls lead the Spurs 40-39. And joining me is Bulls assistant coach Bill Cartwright. Bill, you had the scouting duties. I know it's going to be a tough test for you guys with those big guys inside, but undersized as you are without Luke Longley, you're doing a nice job down on the block.
Well, we are. We're just going to have to continue to three-quarter the post and not allow them to have the ball. And hopefully make somebody else shoot the ball.
It looked like the biggest problem for you guys was shooting the ball. You got 51 shots off and only hit about 34%.
Yeah, how about that? We got to shoot better. And we got to continue to pitch, and hopefully one of our open shooters is going to make a shot.
Okay, Bill, thanks. Wayne and Johnny, back to you.
All right, thank you, Dan. Take a look at Robinson over Kukoc. The Admiral here tonight, 15 points, 9 of which came in the second quarter. The Ward leading scorers, Michael Jordan leading the way for the Bulls. He and Pippen are combined 9 for 24 from the field. Robinson 5 of 9 from the field for San Antonio. And take a look at how he's gotten his shots. Again, the blue circles are the made shots. A couple inside, one out near the free throw line, and a couple out on the wing. David Robinson, one of the most athletic 7-footers ever to play this game. And the Ford upcoming schedule. Let's take a look at the schedule sponsored by Ford. Monday night against New Jersey. Next Tuesday against Indiana. And that's a big one. Chicago area viewers only. You'll have that on WGN. Friday, March 20th against Vancouver on the Superstation WGN. And then Sunday, March 22nd at Toronto. There is Luke Longley still nursing the sore knee. Phil Jackson in our pregame said that basically what they want to do is make sure Luke Longley is ready to go against Indiana. That's where they're really going to need him. Start of the ball game.
Tony, a little left-hand hook over everybody.
Start of the second half, and the Bulls get the first 2 points.
You don't have time to put that ball down in that lane with those big guys around you. So Tony just caught and let it fly.
Opening minute of play, third quarter. Robinson breaks free of Kukoc down low. Luke Harper for the jam. 17 for David Robinson. Pippen to Jordan. Oh, nice. No look to Harper. No foul call. There had to be. Bernie Fryer's got a call.
Yeah, that was on
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson picks up his first foul. Nice play, Michael. Watch everybody gather around Michael, and he just flips it over his shoulder to Harp, and then he made the block, but people failed to see the body come over and just bury Harp.
Harper makes good on his first, and he will have another. Harp with 2 points. His first 2 points of the night. He's been averaging 8.3 points a game this week in the 3 games prior to tonight. Bulls leading it 44-41. Robinson left that one short. Duncan overjumped it. Michael Jordan takes it off the floor. Jordan in on Del Negro. Got a foul out front on the drive. Foul was on Del Negro, his 4th. You know, Red, he has not been able to stay up with Michael Jordan. There's no question about that, and that's why he has 4 fouls this early in the game.
You got a mismatch, too. You got him on Michael, and then you got Tony defensively on Robinson. And
it's an interesting game in that each side provides the other with some very difficult
matchup. Yes.
Rodman trying to enter to Kukoc. That ball was kicked. He'll reload the shot clock for the Bulls. On Monday, March 16th, when the Bulls battle the New Jersey Nets, it's 3Com Travel Mug Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls travel mug. Compliments of 3Com. Jordan goes to work. Robinson got it on the reverse. Michael got it back.
Pippen's in the corner.
Michael to the fallaway over the Admiral. It was either going to be Pippen or Michael, and Michael took matters into his own hands. He doesn't like to have his shot blocked, you know what, Reg? You ever notice that? He really doesn't like that. 5-point lead, Chicago. Robinson on the drive.
Over the top again.
Rodman, nice acrobatic save to Kukoc on that rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tony on the drive.
Tony in the hole. He goes right around Duncan, draws the foul, but I want to tell you something. They're letting Robinson go at it over the boards, you know, on the offensive glass, and that's the first foul on Tim Duncan. Tony makes the basket. Take a look at Tony. Up he goes.
The left side is the strong side for Tony Kukoc, and he puts in on the three-point play. Tony with 5 points here at the outset of the third quarter. And the timeout is taken on the floor. 9 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. The Bulls off to a very good start. Leading 9-2 in the third quarter and 49-41 for the game.
We've all seen this famous film of the Bigfoot monster, but thanks to the discovery of additional film footage, his bizarre story can now be told. Computer enhancement reveals he eats freschetta pizza. Watch as the brute bakes his freschetta pizza, fascinated by its rising crust, anticipating its fresh-baked taste. Bigfoot's existence no longer in doubt. Freschetta, however, remains a mystery. Freschetta pizza, unbelievable fresh-baked taste, really.
Two-hand jam. Grab a handful of real cheese taste and the chance to win an arcade basketball game or one of over 6,000 other great prizes. Just look for these limited edition packages. A handful of taste, a handful of fun.
We all know how a dog reacts when he sees something he really likes.
Unexpectedly, I've noticed the same behavior on this young man.
I can't control my arm.
I can't control my arm! Can you turn this into something good?
Johnny, I mentioned that I've noticed over the years Michael Jordan does not like to get his shot blocked.
No, but here David Robinson gets his third blocked shot of the night, but it doesn't deter Michael. He comes around, looks a little bit, takes a slack up, comes in the middle, takes a little jumper, and gets a deuce. That's the 7th block that this club has got, and they are pretty good in blocked shots. They're second in the league.
5 to go on the shot clock. Avery Johnson. Duncan double down from Harper. Tough shot. Rebound Kukoc. Boy, the Bulls played well defensively on that set. Now Tony finds Harper on the drive.
Harper comes up with a couple points now, and the Bulls have put some defense together after David Robinson hit that early shot.
Bulls have outscored the Spurs 11-2 here at the outset of the third quarter to rebuild a 10-point lead. Chuck Person back on the floor for San Antonio. Duncan on the block against Rodman solo. Harper comes over to help. Avery Johnson, you'll let him shoot that all day. Knocked out of bounds. I thought it was last touched by Duncan, but they're going to rule San Antonio. Now, wait a minute.
He made a mistake. My fault, he said.
Okay.
He had ruled back against San Antonio, but he says, my fault, as Joe Borgia came over.
So, teamwork on the part of the officials, and they get the call right.
Shades of his father. Sid Borgia, great official in this league for many, many years.
Jordan flashes to the foul line. Beautiful up-under move. Couldn't finish it. Person trying to save it. Saved to the wrong side. Rodman to Jordan and
wrong guy. They saved to the wrong guy under the Bulls basket. You almost better leaving that thing go out.
53-41. The Bulls build their biggest lead of the night. Del Negro, nice feed. Robinson, well done. Only the second field goal of the quarter for San Antonio. Both by David Robinson. The Bulls' lead is 10. Almost 4 minutes gone by. Third quarter. Michael on the turn. Rick there, and Duncan retrieves. Avery Johnson running the break, averaging 8.3 assists per game. 7th in the NBA. Duncan.
Offensive foul. Yes, sir.
Offensive foul on David Robinson. His second.
Well, all these guys that cheered Dennis Rodman when he was introduced now give him the old boo bird. Here it is. Good position. Great position.
Harper sets the floor for the Bulls. Chicago by 10. Rodman the screen for Pippen. 7 to go on the shot clock. Tony. Pippen open in the arc, gives it up. Trying to pass to Harper, and the shot clock expired, but Robinson had intercepted anyway.
The Bulls get caught one too many passes.
Del Negro, Person, Robinson, Duncan, and Avery Johnson on the floor for San Antonio.
That is not a mismatch. Pitt picks the foul up. This is his second foul, but that is not a mismatch. Him going over on a guard on Del Negro. He gets caught with the foul that time, but Pitt's got those long arms and a little quicker.
Bulls off to a nice start in this third quarter. San Antonio has struggled. But all you got to do is flip it up high, and the Admiral will go get it. Avery Johnson to David Robinson. Robinson has all 6 San Antonio points in the third quarter, and the Bulls' lead is 8.
You know, this is shades of when Wilt Chamberlain was playing. They would fire the ball up. Guy Rogers fired up around the rim.
Harper, deep 2. 6 for Harper.
And he'd just catch it and deposit it. There's nothing you could do. You play over that rim. Tonight it's tough.
Avery Johnson gets all the way in. Couldn't finish it, but Duncan does. So the Spurs beginning to pick it up now on the offensive glass.
6 quick points.
Chicago leading by 8. Ten to go on the shot clock. Jordan quick double from Johnson. Pippen open for three. Michael, the rebound knocked away by Person into the hands of Del Negro, and this is Avery Johnson. Ooh, Person almost walked there. Robinson and quick ball movement. Del Negro. Johnson. Feet to the apron and drop it. Yes to the foul.
Good play by Avery Johnson that time. Went down the baseline, went to the middle, gave it to the Admiral. He knocks it down. He's got 23. Tony picks up the foul. That's his fourth. Now watch him come over on the side here and go by Tony. And now he's going to hit David Robinson with a bounce pass, and Tony reaches up. Wow. Get a chance to close it to 5. This is 8 points in a quarter for David Robinson. He's got a steady game going here. He hasn't missed a free throw.
24 in the game for David Robinson. So the Bulls, who enjoyed a 12-point lead moments ago, now lead by just 5. Harper out top. Kukoc from the elbow. Rodman. Jordan able to keep it alive, not get out of bounds, and they're going to call a jump ball. Well, Jordan and Robinson on the jump, or is it Jordan and Johnson?
Jordan and Del Negro, I thought it was. Oh, it's going to be Robinson, huh?
Yeah, he's stepping in there. Come on, guys, what takes it so long? There we go. Two guys in there in the circle. Going to let him jump. Jordan against the 7-1 David Robinson.
Michael
won the tip. I don't believe it. He was just quicker, you know it?
Dennis was standing way back so they couldn't fast break.
Yeah. And Dennis was surprised to get the ball. Michael. 19 for Jordan. Bulls again by 7. Coming up in 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Avery Johnson off a screen by Robinson, the runner. His first 2 points of the game. 57-52 Chicago. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redkirk, Dan Rowan from the Alamodome in San Antonio, Texas.
Where's
8 to go.
Where's the help?
Jordan, the baseline travel. He bumped into Del Negro and seemed to stumble a bit. I think he was thinking the same thing you were, Red. Where's the help coming from? And let's take a look at it again. He lost his footing.
Right. Looked like it could have almost been an offensive foul. Del Negro takes it to the side, and then Michael travels on the play.
Yep.
And the Bulls got a delay of game warning on that call also.
On the weave, Jaren Jackson back to the rifleman, Chuck Person. Bulls wanted a double dribble call on that play. Phil Jackson up off the bench. Jaren Jackson pushing it to Robinson for the jam. 26 for David Robinson.
Same play. We've seen it 4 out of the 5 baskets he's got in this quarter. They throw it up high, and he hammers it on home.
San Antonio closes to within 3 with 4:18 to go in the third on the deposit by the Admiral.
When you're not sure if it's a black wire or the yellow one, ask the folks in the red vest. They'll shed some light on the problem and make sure you don't get your wires crossed. That's why Ace is a place for the helpful hardware folks.
It seemed like the perfect crime until they made a wrong turn. Now, the nicest guy in town is giving them a lesson in good sportsmanship. Jackie Chan, Mr. Nice Guy.
Which way are you going?
I'm going that way.
Bye-bye.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 20th.
I can't give up. I can't be denied. I can't get down.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers, because nothing handles your hunger better. Hungry? Why wait?
We have triplets.
Boy, did we need Dutch Boy.
With them,
Hey, stop that.
we couldn't take a chance with some ordinary paint.
No way.
So we got Dutch Boy low-odor kids' room paint.
It's tougher. Much tougher.
You can scrub it and the paint won't come off.
We scrub it a lot.
We even use kids' room furniture and trim paint.
If only we could paint the rugs, curtains, and bedspreads with it.
They make a paint for that?
Give your home the lasting look.
Boy, did we need Dutch Boy.
Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker, Dan Roan back at the Alamodome. It is hard to contain these twin towers of San Antonio. Good defense here on Duncan.
And on Robinson.
Robinson at the top of your screen, guarded by Kukoc on this sequence.
They had to kick it out. Shot comes in a good rebounding position. It's knocked out of bounds. Here's the one that he catches and makes. Wow. Shades of Wilt.
Robinson with 11 points, 5 of 8 from the field in this quarter. Coming up on 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Bulls had a 12-point lead not long ago. They lead by 3 now. 8 to go on the shot clock. Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan, steps away from Jaren Jackson. Jordan, the pull-up fadeaway over Robinson. Boy, I tell you, the shot clock expired. Oh, man. 21 for Jordan. 5 points the lead. Chicago. Boy, this is going to be a good one. You know it? Down the stretch. Wait till we get to the fourth quarter. Avery Johnson double teamed. He has to give it up. Robinson, the skip to Jackson for 3.
Jaren Jackson 2 for 2 out there.
Second on the team in three-point field goal shooting. Jaren Jackson delivers. Bulls lead is 2. Pippen on the block finds Kukoc at the foul line. Nice ball movement by the Bulls. 13 for Tony Kukoc. 4-point lead Chicago. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the third. Off his foot.
He lost it.
Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN, Chicago.
Back at the Alamodome, Bulls resume offensively off the turnover by San Antonio. Spurs have done a pretty good job tonight overall taking care of the basketball after a sloppy start with 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Michael looking for a hand check.
Harper gets the step baseline on the
and a hole!
And a foul! Score the field goal!
Harp, all 8 of his points have come in this quarter, and he gets hit underneath. Chuck Person, it looked like the guilty party.
It is.
Watch him come off the left side. Up he goes. The rifleman gets him, and it bounces on the rim, over the top, and in.
Again, he gets that quick step by the rifleman and lofts that shot over David Robinson. And Harper, 9 points, all of which have come, John, in the third quarter.
The guards have done all the scoring here along with Tony Kukoc.
Bulls leading by 7. Tim Duncan. Down low to Robinson. Had to adjust the shot. Rodman tipped it to Harper. Here comes Jordan. Bulls by 7, looking to extend to 9. Harper was not harped by Robinson, and Harper's on fire. Tell you, 11 points by Harper in the third quarter to equal the 11 points scored in the third quarter by David Robinson. Throw on another 8 from Jordan and another 7 from Kukoc, and the Bulls have now built a 66-57 lead.
There'll be no sitting next to him on the plane tonight.
No. The Bulls on a 7-0 run as the Spurs take a 20-second.
Tony gives him a nice little, Rodman gives him a nice little screen, and he knocks it down.
And a reminder, folks, the Bulls have capped season ticket sales at 15,000 seats and have started a priority number waiting list for seats that may become available in the future. To add your name to the season ticket waiting list, call 312-455-4000.
Joe Klein gets a little rosin.
Bulls outscored San Antonio on a quick first. It just took 65 seconds to go 7-0.
Joe can't come in, I believe, because it was a 20, and so Tony's got to come back in. They did not make the substitution, so Joe can't get in there. 2:08 left in this game, in this quarter.
Oh, don't you wish the game with the Bulls leading 66-57, but it is Down the stretch of the third.
Bulls only 2 fouls. Pippen now is on the Admiral.
Help from Harper. Made a good pass at Avery Johnson, but a foul called beforehand.
Hart picks up number 1, and that's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. And now Joe Klein comes in. So the little guys have worked and rotated on the Admiral. He's solved the problem so far with 26 points.
Duncan's been quiet.
Yes.
Rebound knocked around. Duncan picks it up off the floor. Misses again. And the rebound hustled by Rodman. Saved to Harper. How many times has he done that tonight?
12 rebounds by Dennis tonight. Now the Admiral's not going to go with Joe in the corner, so Joe's got to stay a little busy.
10 to go on the shot clock for Scottie Pippen. Harper on the block against Avery Johnson. Help coming from the 7-footer Duncan. Rodman trying to go back toward Klein. Pippen for 2 as the shot clock expired. It did touch the rim, but Rodman unable to save from going out of bounds.
Joe's got to take that shot. He gets that shot on the baseline, you got to take it to beat the clock. Okay, Will Perdue comes in for Robinson, who might have got a little tired there, and he'll finish up with the minute and 16 on the bench.
Robinson's going to have to ice off his shooting hand with 11 points in that third quarter. 26 in the game for the Admiral.
See if they used the rookie now. See if they use Duncan. There's a high screen.
Person came around, a screen by Duncan, and hit on a runner. Well-executed play by San Antonio, and the Bulls' lead is 7. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Jordan wants it on the block. Harper in the lane.
Nice.
To the left hand.
Went with the left hand. That's a vintage early Ron Harper move. He's got 13 all this quarter.
Bulls leading 68-59. Avery Johnson. Person catch and shoot. Rodman the rebound off the floor.
They take one. I think they take one shot. Phil holds him down, says open it up, fist up.
There's a 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock, and the Bulls spread the floor.
And they've got 4 fouls, so they cannot commit one here.
8 to go on the shot clock. There's the shot clock, the left-hand corner of your screen. Michael almost lost it, and in fact, he did.
6.7.
Spurs get it back with the Bulls leading by 9.
Overplay. They want to keep Avery Johnson from getting this and just taking off.
Avery Johnson racing it across. Time winding down. Chuck Person did not get any kind of a shot away. He basically put the ball into the back of Scottie Pippen. Chuck Person wanted a foul. No foul called made. And as a result, the Bulls outscore San Antonio 28-20 in the third quarter. Led by Ron Harper, 13 third quarter points. It offset 11 points in the quarter by the Admiral David Robinson. We're heading to the final 12 minutes of play with the Bulls leading the Spurs 68-59.
Is your dandruff sending the wrong signals? Get Selsun Power. Doctors recommend Selsun Blue #1. So don't send the wrong signals. Get Selsun Power.
Do you think you're getting the best shave? Take the Sensor XL Challenge. We bet you can't find a closer, safer shave than Sensor XL. No other razor has Sensor XL's soft microfins for extra protection and self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Take the Sensor XL Challenge. Once you experience the safest way to the closest shave, we bet you won't go back. Gillette Sensor XL.
Last year, we got $10.2 billion back for our clients, one customer at a time. Is this the year we help you get what you have coming?
Someone to watch over me.
Needs a little work.
We've never really had that big of a house before.
Bathtub.
So there's gonna be a lot going on my Discover card.
Fireplace.
I love just the idea of surrounding myself with all my friends and family and that people can just drop by.
Pool table.
Discover card Cashback Bonus Award. It's like a gift that you can do whatever you want with and not even feel guilty. Come find my house.
It pays to discover.
To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
A lot of times when something goes wrong with your car, you know it right away. But some parts, like shock absorbers, tend to wear out gradually over time. So gradually that many drivers fail to realize just how worn their shocks have become. So rather than wait till it's painfully obvious that you need new shocks, stop by your nearest AutoZone. Right now, when you buy 3 Gabriel Gas Rider shocks or struts, you get the 4th one free, only at AutoZone.
Write down the Bulls' high score and his point total in tonight's game along with your name, address, and phone and send it to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Here's Red with tonight's Ameritech play that makes a difference.
Beautiful work by Ron Harper, wouldn't you guess? 13 points in that quarter.
Start of the 4th quarter. Avery Johnson, Chuck Person, Duncan, Will Perdue, and Jaren Jackson on the floor for the Spurs. Duncan working Rodman. 10 points for Duncan. Only his 2nd field goal in the 2nd half. 7-point lead for Chicago. Opening minute, 4th quarter. Steve Kerr, Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Kukoc, Rodman, and Burrell up front. Michael to beat the clock. Jackson fouled him. Dan Rowan, courtside. What do you have, Dan?
Wayne, just before the end of the quarter, Phil Jackson got up, made a point of walking down to get in front of his bench players, and yelled at them and said, you guys have to come through in the 4th quarter because Michael and Scotty need some rest. Those 2 guys went the distance in the 3rd, and Michael's still out there.
We'll watch it as the bench starts to come on. Kerr is there now, and I'm sure Jordan will be substituted for soon. Jackson, another foul. Take a look at the bench story. San Antonio getting a little bit more off of their bench than are the Bulls. Jaren Jackson picking up his 2nd foul quickly. More importantly, 2nd foul on the Spurs in the opening minute of the 4th quarter. Jordan going to work again. Tip by Burrell, not there. Duncan rebounds. Jackson to Monty Williams, knocked away by Kerr. Chased down by Jordan. He has numbers to Kukoc. Tony! Beautiful pirouette shot by Tony Kukoc. Score the field goal.
Tony makes a Michael shot. Comes in, gets the blow. Take a look at this. Here he comes down. Michael sees him running hard. There it is. He gives it to Tony. Tony comes up, takes the blow from Gary, knocks it in, rolls around. Take another look at that. That was kind of fun.
Man, that was good.
Yeah.
How about this angle?
Yeah. And you know what? That's the 3rd foul now on them early here with less than 2 minutes ago. Pip, you liked it? Yeah, you're getting some rest. Sit down.
16 for Tony Kukoc now as he completes a 3-point play. And the Bulls again have a 10-point lead.
Robinson back in the game. Now Tony got some work cut out.
Kukoc guarding Robinson. Robinson wants to clear on the post. They will go through Robinson or Duncan. Somewhere along the line. From the outside, Jaren Jackson wouldn't go. Rebound back tap. Gary chases down. Jaren Jackson at the arc. To Duncan. Jackson for 3. Burrell up high for the board. And he could not find a receiver. Tried to get it over to Michael.
Good work to go up high to get the ball, but then he tried to clear it out.
And he just had no passing angle whatsoever, but he had to get rid of it. So the Spurs retain possession. Not much in the 3-point area for either team tonight. Duncan. Gary from the outside. Jackson from the outside. Jaren Jackson with 13. It's the 4th 3-pointer of the night for the Spurs.
He's got 3 of them, 1 in each of the last 3 quarters.
71-64. Bulls with the lead in the ball. Under 10 minutes to go for the game. Kerr for 2. You know, Red, he's had some timely field goals tonight. 3 of them. 6 points.
You know, they don't have the attendance not counted yet. What are they counting them, by head?
Yeah, must be. Supposed to be a record in here tonight. Jaren Jackson again loose for two, just inside the arc. Jackson with 15. Somebody better locate him. 73-66 Bulls by 7. Kukoc on the drive. Tried to pitch back to Rodman. Intercepted by Geary. Jaren Jackson on the run.
Everybody over the top, and he knocked it down. Is that Duncan?
It's either Duncan or Williams.
Yeah.
73-68. 5-point lead. Chicago. Kukoc. They've cleared it out for him. He finds Kerr. Good ball movement. Morrell, an open look for three.
He usually gets one a game now, and that big time if they doubled on the other side.
The lead is 8 points for the Bulls with 8:25 to go. Robinson double down. Checks it outside. Here's Williams to Duncan, the rookie. Double from Burrell. Duncan able to turn to the glass.
Good work by Duncan.
He was patient, Red. A lot of guys panic when they get double teamed that close to the basket. Duncan, like a veteran, made the turn, found his way to the bucket.
He gets in tight. He gets good looks at the basket.
6-point lead, Chicago. Under 8 minutes to go for the game. Kukoc stopped by Duncan. Pippen and Jordan are on the bench. Or Jordan's still out there. Pippen's on the bench.
Tony
for three. Bring it up 19 for Kukoc, his first tray of the night.
They fell asleep on Tony a little bit. He knocked it down.
Red, I'll tell you, Phil is at some point here going to want to get some rest for Michael Jordan. 7.5 to go in the game. Oh, nice pass to Monty Williams, and the tip by Duncan. Robinson, Williams, and Duncan on the tip.
Trading baskets now.
7-point lead, Chicago. As long as they keep trading, the Bulls will take that. Now Jordan. Michael double team coming at him. Gets it away to Steve Kerr. 5 to go on the shot clock. Jordan. Inside of Robinson.
In the face, everybody. They want to get it up quick.
23 for Jordan, and
timeout. He's got a technical foul.
Technical foul.
He was telling his team to get the ball up quick. That's what he was screaming at.
Technical foul on Coach Greg Popovich. Steve Kerr to the line.
Unless he was saying that Michael had warded him off, but Steve missed 2 free throws.
In Dallas, down the stretch.
Along Michael, everybody else missed him, and now he comes back and makes that tee.
And that's a 10-point lead now for the Bulls. Popovich wants a timeout, and he's still jawing it over with the officials. Bulls by 10, under 7 minutes to go in the fourth.
This is my life. I have 5 kids.
Maggie, Katie, Molly, Aaron, and Ryan.
I want to be a lawyer, but there aren't any law schools where I live. So twice a week, after I get the kids off to school, I go to law school in another state. Southwest has lots of flights, so I get back in time to tuck my kids into bed.
A for ingenuity.
My kids take the bus to school. I take the plane.
You are now free to move about the country.
They can turn you on.
Where's your hose, Mr. Lombardo?
Or turn on you.
You're good, you know that?
Kevin Bacon, Matt Dillon, Nev Campbell.
Don't touch me!
Beware of Wild Things. Directed by John McNaughton. Rated R. Opens Friday.
Looking for a little flavor? Foot Locker's got Major League Baseball licensed apparel. Hats, jackets, jerseys, and outrageous new colors. All your favorite teams, all fully interchangeable. So come get a taste at Foot Locker, where it all begins.
I like being in control. With this Dinerex, I control the cause of my dandruff every day.
Dinerex Advanced Formulas medicine doesn't just treat the symptoms. It controls a leading cause of dandruff called P.O. Valley.
Now that's serious control.
Dinerex Advanced Formula.
On tonight's Discover Card Payback Playback in November 1994, Big Will Perdue slammed home a pass from Scottie Pippen at the buzzer to defeat San Antonio, 94-92. Here's Michael in action once again. Watch this now. The drive in on Robinson. And Coach Popovich may have been complaining about Michael with the off arm, John, warding off Robinson. It looked like, well, maybe a little bit, but usually that's a call that they'll get away with in that situation. And that may have precipitated a technical foul on Coach Popovich. Inside, Robinson scored in a
quick move. Dennis has played him so well coming to the middle. That time he reversed quickly down the baseline. Didn't give Dennis a chance to react. And Dennis picks up the foul, and watch this move by Robinson. Quick. Now Dennis figures he's going to come to the middle. He just ducks on inside. Has not missed a free throw. 28 points tonight.
Bill Cartwright believes Robinson's one of the quickest 7-footers in the game, and he's right about that.
They get
ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulls. It'll belong to San Antonio. Here's tonight's highlight game brought to you by Miller Lite, who remind you anything can happen at Miller time. Washington beat Charlotte. Hey, that snaps a 10-game winning streak, I believe, by Charlotte.
Yes.
Franchise record. Del Negro to the foul line. Monty Williams. Scottie Pippen able to clear. Bulls on the move. Pippen holds up. Throws it away. Monty Williams is standing right there. Monty Williams on the drive.
Beautiful play. Terrible pass by Pip. That's Monty Williams' first basket, and it's now a 6-point lead. 6 minutes, how about, to play here in this quarter, last quarter?
37,492, a new record here at the Alamodome. On hand for tonight's game. Kerr for three. Bring it up.
Over Robinson. He just looked over the top of his head and knocked the three down.
Under 6 minutes to go, and the Bulls lead by 9. Vinny Del Negro. Robinson against Rodman. Joe Klein comes over to help. Jackson driving on Jordan and Pippen, and who they get for the foul. I believe it's Michael on the foul. His second personal.
Second team foul.
The Chicago Bulls Charitables and Southbees will be conducting a Bulls memorabilia auction on April 4th. The auction will feature 92-93 championship banners from Chicago Stadium and much more. Call 312-455-4226 for more information. Pass from Robinson off the mark behind Williams. He couldn't handle. Pippen does. And the Bulls reassemble offensively. Kerr lifts a tray. And dunked in the rebound. Boy, that could have been a nail right there. That could have been a dagger. The Bulls lead 85-76 in a timeout called by San Antonio. Monty Williams off that last pass from Robinson came up limping, and now he is flat out down. 5:03 left to go in the game. 85-76 Bulls.
You don't need performance tires to ride with a winner. Now you can get 4 FR360 radials, Firestone's most popular passenger tire, for just $99. The Firestone Winter Circle Tire Sale. At 4 for $99. These tires are going fast.
Cheese at two-hand jam. Grab a handful of real cheese taste and the chance to win an arcade basketball game or one of over 6,000 other great prizes. Just look for these limited edition packages. A handful of taste, a handful of fun.
Can't give up. I can't be denied. I can't get down.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers, because nothing handles your hunger better. Hungry? Why wait?
Mom, we're thirsty!
Well, I've got 2 glasses of Sun Fizz coming right up.
Sun Fizz, that's our favorite!
That's because there's a delicious ray of sunshine in every drop.
Come on, guys.
I'm filled with nature's goodness. Hey, what's with you people? I've got vitamins and minerals.
Trust your gut, not some cartoon character.
On Monday, March 16th, when the Bulls battle the New Jersey Nets, it's 3Com Travel Mug Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls travel mug. Compliments of 3Com.
Well, let's take a look at this. The record we talked about in the open, 13-3. After they lose a game, now the Bulls gave that game away to the Dallas Mavericks night before. They're coming back. 97 points what they get. They give up 86, and they're pretty much on track.
Yes, they are. Take a look at Michael's minutes again. I don't know if he's going to get a rest in this one, Red. We thought he might get a break in the early portion of the fourth quarter, but we're well beyond the early minutes of the fourth quarter. Robinson with 8 to go on the shot clock for San Antonio. Over Dennis Rodman. Foul.
Tough play. Went to his left. Knocks it down. He's got 30 points. And he picks up the foul on Rodman, his third.
Not much Dennis can do here.
He's looking. Watch him come now. There's a big height advantage, and he shoots over the top of Dennis. Catches the rim and falls in. Could have easily.
Monty Williams suffered a strained left groin. Will not return to the ball game tonight. Moments ago, Robinson missed another free throw. He's missed 2 here in the fourth quarter. So the Bulls reload the offense, leading 85-78. Coming up on 4:30 to go in this game.
There should be an illegal somewhere.
Pippen in the middle, on the block. To make his move. Line open from the outside. Rodman the rebound over Duncan.
A big rebound for Dennis. Big time.
Now the Bulls look to cash in.
What do you got? He looks over. Scotty looks at Phil. A little whistle, and he calls the 5.
8 to go for Michael. Jordan draws contact on Jaren Jackson. That's his 4th personal foul. 4 on the team.
Jaren Jackson went try to block that on Michael's move. Wasn't there, so the foul is drawn. Dennis comes up with a big-time rebound and a miss by Joe Klein. 14 in the game for him. Duncan's got 11 rebounds. David Robinson with 8.
On Friday, March 20th, when the Bulls battle the Vancouver Grizzlies, it's Miller Genuine Draft Hat Night. First 10,000 adults, 21 and over, entering the United Center will receive a Bulls hat. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Jordan 1 out of 2 at the line. Robinson all over that rebound. 86-78, Bulls on top. Jackson enters to Robinson. Against Rodman, the pass, not very good spacing to Duncan that time. 5 to go on the shot clock. Spurs are scrambled.
Hit the rim. He hit the rim, man. It's a good thing. That hit the rim, comes straight down. The Pip's just going to bring it over half court. That's what he wants to do. Just get some time taken.
3.5 minutes to go in San Antonio. The Bulls on top, 86-78. Rodman to Jordan. Michael mishandles for a moment. 5 to go. Down to 3. Down to 2. Got it away. And hits.
Plenty of time. Are you kidding me?
Jordan with 26. 88-78. The lead is 10 for the Bulls. Robinson right back to work. Oh, beautiful reversal by Robinson. He's fouled by Dennis.
And this is 4th, and that will put David back to the line again. And this is the first time the Bulls are in some foul trouble coming down the end of a quarter. Steve Kerr's going to get the call here to make
that 5 personal fouls on Dennis as the Admiral heads back to the line. Take a look at Jordan down the stretch against the shot clock.
With all the time in the world, Michael goes up in the air, knocks it in. What's that red flag for behind it? Wow.
Steve Kerr is back into the lineup, replacing Joe Klein.
Robinson, 32 points. Tony Kukoc now in. Oh, Dennis is still in there.
You've got Kerr, Pippen, Jordan, Kukoc, and Rodman on the floor for the Bulls. Under 3 minutes to go for the game. It's an 8-point Chicago lead. Jordan guarded by Jackson. Jackson all over him and commits the foul. That's his 5th.
Not very smart. Is that their 4th foul now? No, that should be the penalty because they started out so quick with 3 fouls, and now Ron Harper is going to come back in. It's going to be a little late defense here. Now watch him all over. Well, first half, that would have been a clean play, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, maybe. 26 points for Jordan. He could restore a 10-point lead if he makes them both. Simpkins is in for Kukoc. Jordan has played all the way, Red, I believe, in both the third and now the fourth quarters here, so he's gone the distance in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. They've got the shooter's bounce on the second. 28 for Jordan. The lead is 10 for Chicago. Coming up on 2.5 to go for the game. Robinson facing Simpkins.
Oh, tough shot. Very good shot by the Admiral, and he's got 34.
The lead is 8 once again for the Bulls. Pressure in the backcourt by San Antonio, and Pippen able to advance off a screen by Jordan. Simpkins with a high screen. Rodman on the block. Now he vacates. They cleared out for Michael Jordan against the rifleman Chuck Person. Robinson lurking to help. Jordan to the left hand in their face.
They had big-time help that time from Duncan and the Robinson.
30 for Jordan. The lead is 10 once again for the Bulls. Jackson to Robinson against Simpkins. Got a push coming up there. Third personal on Dickie Simpkins. Puts the Bulls over the limit. Dickie's role in this game is just to put a body on Robinson once in a while.
What they did was they took, they wanted to keep Rodman in the game, so they took him off of Robinson, put him over on Duncan, and they're still going. That's why Dickie Simpkins in, because he's got a plethora of fouls to give.
Yes, he certainly does. He has 3 more to give if he'd like to in these final minute 53. Robinson. Take a look at the tandem, the Texas two-step tonight. 49 points between them. Duncan up in Chicago had 22 rebounds, I believe, in that ball game. September. September, November.
Well, that was a double overtime, so.
Robinson, 1 out of 2. He's getting tired.
His high this year is 39. He's sitting on 35.
92-83. Bulls on top by 9. Bulls spread the floor. Pippen to Kukoc off the screen. Oh, they lost. Oh, yeah! Jam!
The crowd loves it, and so does the Bulls bench as we head for a timeout. Look at the Bulls bench out here to greet Scottie Pippen with a hammer.
1 minute, 37 seconds to go. Pippen delivers a dagger, and the Bulls lead by 11. Good numbers by quarter, and for the Bulls, really a down second quarter, but that's been it. They have really worked their offense, and I think Red executed very well offensively all along the 3 of the 4 quarters of this game. And take a look at Scottie Pippen. He just got lost. They lost him to the San Antonio Spurs.
But what happened was Chuck Person played him, ran into the screen, and wasn't able to switch, and Pip just went in and hammered it down. So we got a minute and about 25 seconds left here.
Del Negro. Spurs trying to assemble quickly. Robinson turns over Kukoc. Pippen the big rebound. Coming up on a minute left to go in the game, and the Bulls by 11. Boy, this has, again, been without Luke Longley. And they could have used him against the tall timber the Spurs provide here tonight. 8 to go on the shot clock now for Pippen. Finds Jordan. Jackson knocks it away. And knocked out of bounds. Who's it going to belong to? I believe the Bulls with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock will get it back. Will Perdue coming back in along with Malik Rose. And Robinson and Person leave.
20-second timeout by the Bulls. There's 5 seconds on the clock. Phil wants, you cannot go to the locker room with any timeouts left.
No.
Especially 20.
Exactly. 5 seconds on the shot clock when we resume. And I wonder if taking David Robinson out now is a wave of the white flag, right?
Yeah, and they've got some guys they want to press with. Malik Rose. Well, they take him out, but I don't know.
Our next telecast on WGN TV for Chicago area viewers only will be next Tuesday. They've got Reggie Miller, but of course the Bulls have Michael Jordan. The battle for the Central Division title continues. Bulls and Pacers. Our broadcast begins with Bullseye at 6:30 p.m.
Tony's going to inbound here. Remember the game against Dallas. They couldn't get the ball in.
This is the Superstation game you'll see next Friday night. Sharif Abdur-Rahim and the Vancouver Grizzlies come to Chicago. Spurs quick into forecourt. Malik Rose left that shot woefully short. And Rodman rebounds. The Bulls are putting nails in the coffin. Michael Jordan double teamed. It gets it away to Kerr.
Kerr pushed Dennis out of the way so he could get the ball.
And the Bulls spread the floor, running some time. You're not going to see a repeat of Dallas, Red.
Nope.
No way. Down to 4 to go on the shot clock. Tony Kukoc elevates. And the rebound, Vinny Del Negro has to save and does to Tim Duncan. Malik Rose and Will Perdue in that lineup for the Spurs now. Del Negro on the drive, off balance, comes up short. Pippen rebound. Final seconds ticking away. What a victory this is for the Bulls. The feed to Kukoc. He was pushed with 4.9 seconds remaining. And Dennis Rodman with a little hug on Greg Popovich, the coach of the San Antonio Spurs. Apparently no hard feelings between them. When Rodman left here, Popovich was the general manager at the time, not the coach. Rodman's problems were mostly, I guess, with Bob Hill, the current head coach at the time. Meanwhile, Tony at the line.
You know, if you were going into Texas to play Dallas and San Antonio, and you said Bulls would come home with a split, you'd think it'd be the reverse game, right? But the Bulls get it together here.
And I harken back to our pregame conversation with Phil Jackson. He said, I don't know if we're equipped to win this game tonight. We're not going to have Luke Longley to bang with the big guys from San Antonio. Del Negro 3 counts, but it's only for academics. The Bulls with an impressive 96-86 victory over San Antonio. Let's go back to the third quarter. In that third quarter, when the Bulls outscored the Spurs 28-20, Ron Harper with 13 points in that quarter helped keep the Bulls afloat, and matter of fact helped them build their lead. Southwest Airlines high-flying score. Michael Jordan with 30 points, 5 rebounds for the Bulls, 35 points for David Robinson to lead all scores for San Antonio. The Bulls now 47-17, 18-14 on the road. San Antonio 43-21, 25-7 at home. Our next telecast on WGN, Chicago area viewers only, Tuesday night. Bulls battle for the Central Division title continues at Market Square Arena. It's the Bulls and Pacers. Our broadcast begins with the Bullseye at 6:30 p.m. Tune in on WGN Superstation Friday, March 20th, when the Bulls and Vancouver Grizzlies face off at the United Center. Game time at 7 p.m. Scottie Pippen delivers the dagger in this one. David Robinson reacts in rather dejected fashion as the Bulls defeat the Spurs on the road. For Johnny Red Kerr, Dan Rowan, Wayne Larrabee saying so long. News is next.